The 2016 NFL season has the usual Super Bowl favorites: Green Bay Packers, New England Patriots, Arizona Cardinals, Seattle Seahawks, and Pittsburgh Steelers. The defending champion Denver Broncos doesn't seem to be getting much love, but you can't ever count out a winner. The Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals, and Carolina Panthers are also squads that you can definitely expect to compete for the Super Bowl. So aside from those Elite Eight, if you will, there are a number of other teams that could seriously make noise in the playoffs and win the championship. Nobody thought the New York Giants had any hope at the start of 2007 or 2011, and certainly the 2009 New Orleans Saints caught many by surprise. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we'll take a look at 10 dark horse teams that could win Super Bowl 51. And a big shout out to HSHSJSHD for suggesting this video to us. Don't forget to leave your video ideas in the comments section below. Number 10, Miami Dolphins. Miami knows they have a franchise quarterback now in Ryan Tannehill. He's been inconsistent for large portions of his career, but has done enough to show his ability to lead this team at times. Having Jarvis Landry, Jordan Cameron, Devontae Parker, and other weapons give Miami a dangerous offense. Their pass rush is one of the NFL's scariest with Cameron Wake, Ndamukong Suh, Kiko Alonso, and Mario Williams. Rashad Jones and Byron Maxwell give them an underrated secondary. Now, if the head coach Adam Gase could just get these guys rolling and playing as a team, they could be ready to take the next step. Number 9, Oakland Raiders. Once a laughingstock, the Raiders are ready to make some noise in the AFC. Derek Carr has emerged as a real starter. Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree, and Latavius Murray round out an explosive offense. Most of these guys are relatively young and should only keep getting better. The defense is a work in progress, but Khalil Mack is ready to be a consistent threat and assert himself as one of the NFL's best defensive players. He's the heart and soul of that team and is a huge difference maker on his own. Number 8, New York Jets. With Ryan Fitzpatrick locked up for the 2016 season, the Jets have a competent quarterback to complement their elite weapons, like Matt Forte, Eric Decker, and Brandon Marshall. Those players are capable of producing a solid number of points, and they already post an elite defense powered by pass-rushing monsters Sheldon Richardson and Muhammad Wilkerson, plus shutdown cornerback Darrelle Revis. The Jets have a ridiculous amount of talent on both sides of the ball, and that could be all they need to reach the Super Bowl. Number 7, Buffalo Bills. The Bills are not a laughingstock anymore. They posted a 9-7 record in 2014 and followed it up at 8-8 despite some friction with head coach Rex Ryan and the team. Buffalo's front seven is one of the most lethal in the NFL, and their secondary is only going to get better as Stephen Gilmore and Nickel Roby continue to improve. Should Tyrod Taylor continue to succeed with Sammy Watkins and LaShawn McCoy, the offense will take care of itself. Defense wins titles and the Bills have it. Now Taylor just needs to build off a decent 2015 campaign. Number 6, Atlanta Falcons. This team saw better days when they made the playoffs in 2008, 2010, 2011, and 2012. Their defense was middle of the pack in 2015, but the additions of Keanu Neal, Sean Weatherspoon, and Derek Shelby should improve their pass rush. Desmond Trufant and Vic Beasley are already superstars to carry the defense. On offense, you'll know what you get from Matt Ryan, with Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, and Devonta Freeman. In a top offensive line that added Alex Mack, Atlanta has balance on both sides of the ball. Now, only if they can avoid that annual second-half collapse and if Ryan can finally break through in the playoffs. Number 5, Indianapolis Colts. One of the heavy favorites to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl last year, the Colts fell apart with an awful offensive line that led to Andrew Luck missing the second half of the season, breaking their run of 3 straight years in the playoffs. But Andrew Luck is all they need to hang around in the playoffs race. Playing in the league's softest division, the AFC South will be a huge help. T.Y. Hilton, Frank Gore, and Vontae Davis round out the rest of this team's core. Can the Colts finally walk the walk? It's becoming now or never for a franchise that sure looks like it can't win championships without Peyton Manning. Number 4, New Orleans Saints. When you have Drew Brees and Sean Payton, that's enough to always contend for championships. Luckily for the Saints, they added more fuel to the fire. Tight end Kobe Fleener gives Drew Brees an elite red zone target. 6'3" Michael Thomas should help Willie Snead and Brandon Cooks. Mark Ingram and Tim Hightower solidify a ground game, playing behind a top 3 O-line in the NFL. As for that defense, that was a colossal mess. Well, drafting pass-rushing phenom Sheldon Rankins and signing Nick Fairley and James Laurinaitis should help Kenny Vaccaro and Keenan Lewis a bunch. There's improvement on both sides of the ball. They have the right men in charge to lead as they try to win the 37-year-old Breeze one more title. Number 3, New York Giants. The Giants have won the Super Bowl twice under Eli Manning when we least expected it. We'll go ahead and list them as a team who can do it once again. Manning has played terrific football over his last 2 seasons. With Odell Beckham rising, their offense is intact. Victor Cruz's return will also ignite a huge spark in the offense. Adding Oliver Rankins and Janoris Jenkins to help the last-ranked defense from 2015 should also do wonders. The G-men know what it takes to win. Remember, Eli Manning is 8-3 in the playoffs. He's money when it matters most. If the Blue get in, they're dangerous. Number 2, Houston Texans. The Texans somehow went 9-7 to win the AFC South with Brian Hoyer as their primary quarterback. So just imagine what Brock Osweiler will do. He's only had 6 starts, but we'll assume that he'll be an automatic upgrade over any Texans quarterback in history. J.J. Watt is the best defensive player in the NFL and single-handedly keeps giving them chances to win. Lamar Miller should be explosive as a running back, and DeAndre Hopkins is going to keep producing as a top-5 NFL wideout. Houston surrendered the 3rd least yards in 2015 and allowed just 19.6 points per game. So yes, they're more dangerous than you may believe. And number 1, Baltimore Ravens. Say what you will about the Ravens, but Joe Flacco, Steve Smith, Justin Forsett, and Terrell Suggs, aka their best 4 players, missed significant time last year. These 4 being healthy will automatically do wonders, and it doesn't end there. Speedy wideout Mike Wallace gives Joe Flacco that long-coveted second receiving threat. Signing All-Pro safety Eric Weddle will boost one of the NFL's worst secondaries in 2015. But Flacco and John Harbaugh are always dangerous in the playoffs. This tandem is 10-5 in the postseason, and they've reached the second round of the playoffs every year they've qualified. Their Cinderella Super Bowl 47 championship was a reminder of how scary this team is. Should they stay healthy, they're a playoff team that's set to make noise. Bank on it. Speaking of things you can bank on, this video was sponsored by SeatGeek. Now, SeatGeek is an app that aggregates tickets from all over the world to make buying simple. Now, they put a 1 to 100 score on each ticket to let you know if you're getting a good deal or a bad one. Green means good and red means bad. Now, the View from Seats function lets you see where you're going to sit at, which is super cool. So when you guys download it, which you should, click on the Me tab and enter our promo code TPS for $20 back, not off, on your first order. You can download the app by clicking the link below this video. So back to this week's question, which of these teams do you think has the best chance of winning Super Bowl 51? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.